Hello adventurers, and welcome to our D&D live play. Thanks for joining us as we explore Eberron's lands and seas in Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign. Now, let's see what our crew is up to today. Okay, so last week you were ambushed by the goblin pirate Pigfoot Pete. And battled across the waters and boats and raftings to put him asunder. So we'll pick up essentially right after that battle.
Which we won, by the way, Aegis. In spectacular fashion.
He had no doubt.
I heard something
Oh, you
about...
did lose an arm.
Oh. Guess I'll just have to make a new one.
That's the spirit. Yeah, so I know you guys want to attempt to take the cannon. Enough with this messaging me. Oh, thanks. You could just ask me things and then edit yourself out later. How about that?
It's too much work.
You're already editing. What's the difference?
I'm sad.
But that would
What
be
is Nate
silencing
crying
you.
about?
It's just reminding me to do stuff, but I have to go find wherever I get message to look at it.
Alright, I will be right back, gentlemen. Are we starting?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, we're not. Where's Zach? Oh,
Zach's
Zach won't
not
be
coming.
here. Oh, I'm autistic.
You already did the whole previously on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I totally just dropped the ball there. Sorry, June walked in.
Okay, now I can hear again. All right. What was I saying?
To all of our adoring fans out there, while our DM finds his notes, the Cosmere Kickstarter is now, even after it's over, at 15,031,000.
Wow.
Wow.
I think you left off saying how wonderful Sonny did at a job of defeating those goblins.
He was gobbling them up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Literally.
I claimed their cannon. I claimed their anti-magic cannon.
Right. So, you're gonna need a mode of transportation. So we'll have to see if that rickety old goblin boat will take it over, and I'm gonna need you to see if you can unhook it from the deck of the ship.
All right, what would you? What would you like me to roll for that?
Well, we're gonna roll a dice, and then we're gonna add your.
Shit, it would help if I was on the right browser. Whoops.
Right. Either investigation, perception, or sleight of hand.
All right. My stats did just get moved around. Allow me a moment here to make sure I'm doing it the right way. Okay. Click through there. I greatly apologize for the delay to everyone but Christoph. Screw you, Christoph.
I love you too.
Awful brave of you to say within kissing distance. All right. You said survival, perception, or what?
Investigation, perception, or sleight of hand. This
My
would be
perception's decent.
to either see how to unhook it, like looking for the ways to unhook it. Actually, give me perception / investigation and then sleight of hand.
An investigation. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's sitting on a 19 on my screen for those of you wondering, but it still said 1. And sleight of hand. Yeah, look at that. So that's something.
Okay, so the perception, I just needed a perception, that's fine, and then the sleight of hand. So the 12, it takes you about an hour to figure out how to disconnect this thing. And then you do so. But you are definitely going to need a hand in lifting it and hoisting it down to a raft to head over. So you might require someone with strength.
Aegis, could I get a hand?
Absolutely. You want me to roll like some sort of strength check too?
I watched this dude chuck an anchor into a rock. He's a strong boy.
Yeah, definitely. Roll an athletics for me. Right? Yeah.
Hi, strong boy.
Okay, 26. And
Outstanding.
then are you someone hooking up rigging for this? So Lee, give me another sleight of hand for like your rope tying and stuff.
I feel like that would be survival, but I got a nat 20 anyways.
Okay. Yeah, you deftly wrap this thing up like with a little bow, and strong boy lowers it down for you. Can you guys hear me okay?
You're a little quiet.
A little quiet.
Just a touch.
This over.
I hear you fighting, but I turned you up.
All right, I'll just
I'm
move
doing
the
right
mic
now.
to a better spot. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right. Anything else that you want to do on the Gabo ship?
We went a little bit longer last session and it didn't get recorded, but I had rounded up any goblins underneath the ship and told them that they could either stay here and die or surrender, and possibly, if it's up to the captain and our quartermaster, maybe have a chance at a new life.
Okay.
Sonny wants to scourge the ship and look for magical items.
And I'm also going to use those goblins to help us take the 3 boats back to replace the 2 that we destroyed.
Okay. Sonny, give me an investigation check.
Going to have those goblins wave white flags so they don't think it's another raiding party.
Are you in this? Are you going as a shark in the sunken areas?
Ooh.
15. Okay.
I want to search both. I want to search the little aquatic areas and the ship.
Well, we're also the goblins that I knocked out. We're tying them up and taking them too.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So. Oh, what'd you roll? 15?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. In one of the rooms, in a drawer, well, like a drawer's popped open and it's kind of floating up. You see a like a snuff box.
I open it.
Inside, you find a glowing ember, which is like warm to the touch, but it doesn't hurt you.
Can I roll a history and see if I've ever come across or anything like this in my studies?
Sure, go ahead. What'd you get?
18.
Awesome. Okay, so it is a pocket spark. It is a it can be used to ignite flammable material, such as light a torch or lantern, or anything with fuel. It takes a bonus action. Lighting any other fire takes an action, and the ember is consumed when used, and then renews at dawn.
Interesting. A pocket spark. Just quickly tell me the distinguish when the bonus action and the action again.
So, bonus action for anything that's meant to light, like a torch, a lantern, or something else with fuel. Or anything else with abundant exposed fuel. And then if it doesn't have fuel, or like a wick, well, torch, lantern, yeah. So anything else is an action.
And a daily use.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I got it all down. I just gently put it in my pouch of goods.
Awesome. Anybody else? Hello?
Hello.
Anything else?
Yeah. I've got my boats. I've got the goblins rounded up. I've got my spyglass that Zach found for me. It's monogrammed Peg-Leg Pete on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I am content. Oh, and we also did grab the flag, but Zach has that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mikey, Zandros, anything you want to do concerning this?
Back to before that hour of before Aegis went across to help with the thing. He would have looked at Aegis as the adrenaline from his body wears down, and he realizes the wounds he has, and he very much puts on a brave face as he is not used to getting stabbed. And he goes, "Aegis, wounds now, please."
He just wouldn't even say anything. He just like look over at him and how much HP are you missing? Because I just got the off.
I'm missing quick mass 18.
18. All right, I think I have that in my Random Hands pool. So I would just kind of reach over there, kind of pat you on the back a little bit, focus in, and then heal you. Not even say anything to you though.
He lets out a little sigh of relief.
It has the same energy of like a little kid walking up to be like, upsies.
Aegis upsies.
Just then, Professor Dahlia bursts up on the deck. What What in time? What happened? Are you okay?
Yes, there were some foul goblins that decided to attack us. It sounded like they were searching for me.
Searching for you. Did they call you out specifically?
They said the blue one.
Well, it could have been either of us, but either way, sounds like not good. I mean, how would anyone know we were on this ship?
I hope their leader was captured so that we could interrogate him later.
About that time, I think you see Honest John climb up on deck, throw down a bag with the head in it.
Aye, that be his head there.
Disappointing.
Oh my. Well, I must say, this is quite concerning.
Hey, just bring him back.
Landros, honey, I don't believe he can do that.
I see.
I just start like slapping the dead body, just like.
It's less a dead body and just a dead head.
It's just a head. Oh my. Please stop. Please stop.
Aegis just starts like playing with the head and getting it to like talk like a puppet using his hands. Like, what do you want him to say?
Excuse me, please. She runs away, looking more green than blue.
Aegis, your savagery knows no bounds.
I toss the head at Xandros and just walk away.
He attempts to dodge it, likely doesn't, and then just starts profusely cleaning himself with prestidigitation.
I'll get the bag and hand it back to Honest John.
I'll put it below deck. And that's honestly about all you're getting out of me, because I don't think I could do any more of that voice.
No one can replace our dear departed Zach. He will forever be missed, at least for about 2 weeks until he comes back.
He's only in Japan.
Side quest. Oh, he's in Japan? Jeez.
Yeah, lucky. We'll give him plenty of flack for it later. Anyways, looking around, whoever's on deck, you can see like Alara and some of the other crewmates are starting kind of to pick up some debris that's fallen, and looking into repairs and such. Just about then, Captain Ironhand comes up on deck.
Oh, here we go.
He just goes over and starts talking with Alara.
I'm gonna make my way over. Captain, so thank you for the what do you call those contraptions?
Ziff, my boy.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for letting us use the water thingies. A little bad news. I'm afraid a couple of them may have. Yes, those. I'm afraid 2 of those may not be skimming no more. But we did secure 3 jet boats. Technically 4.
Jet boats.
Yes.
Let me see.
Oh, and how many goblins did we say it was? Like 16?
Like 3.
Oh, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that I knocked out.
Oh, jeez. I forgot you knocked them out. Okay. Do you bring him over?
Yeah. Just to the side where one of the goblin boats is just filled with a bunch of unconscious goblins, piloted by the few that are still conscious, waving white flags.
He leans over the side, puts his hands on both hands on the edge of the deck, and he wheels around on you. Really offer me this trash as replacement? This isn't gonna even cover the cost of the fuel in those. I'm not gonna take weeks to make new ones. You will certainly be working this off.
That's gonna slink down.
Now, Captain. You know it was an emergency, and our crew has done that many times. If you're gonna complain about it every time, you should stop adding that boost that blows up the engine. Alara chimes in, putting her hand on your shoulder. Besides, these men fought bravely today and acted without hesitation. I think they should all be pardoned. Well, fine. I'll let it slide this time. But you will help me rebuild them and move them. All right. Alara, give me a status on the ship. Well, sir, we sustained some damage from the storm, though thankfully not too much. A few burned spots on the deck will need to be replaced, and we had to sacrifice an anchor to Shogon's teeth, so we will need to get a new one back in Stormreach. Also, replace a metal panel on the port side engine block. The battle did knock out the power, but that seems to have been temporary. However, we did sustain some damage on the starboard side that looks like we will have to replace some rigging and a section of
Derek, you're
boards.
cutting in and out.
Okay, so it's not just me. I was just about to check.
No, it's just you.
All right, cool. Thank you.
We did sustain some damage on the starboard side, but it looks like we'll have to replace some of the rigging and a section of boards toward the top. Their cannons were a bit effective. Alright. Looks like we need to go to Stormreach to repair and resupply. And then he turns to you, Xandros, and says, you can find your guide to this jungle thingy you want to visit too. Alright, well, let's get this thing ready to sail, and we'll head off to Stormreach.
That's gonna whisper to Alara, thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Besides, he's a big old softy. Wouldn't have lasted long anyway. But you better help him build the new ones. He meant that.
I'll do my best, but I don't think a frying pan and a spatula is gonna do much good in artificer work.
I'm sure he'll
It'd
just
do more harm than good.
he'll probably just have you go buy some supplies. Anyway, I better get back to work.
Right. I will look around at the damage. Just point me in a direction.
You can help that guy over there. And she'll just point to someone towards the front of the ship on starboard side.
Yeah, I'll make my way over and start helping patch things back.
All right. Anything else before we move on?
Sonny just goes and looks for the captain to see what I should be doing.
He'll direct you to Alara, who will then tell you how you can help.
So I guess I'll walk over to Alara. Good day, Alara. Just wondering, need some direction. What would you like me to do?
Ah, Sunny. Saw you turn into a shark there. That was pretty wicked.
It was invigorating. I've never turned into anything like that before.
It's a little terrifying as well, if I'm being honest.
Oh, but it was a rush.
I'm sure. Could you do me a favor and go check on your crow's nest and make sure everything's good up there? That's the only place we haven't looked.
All right, I'll head up. And then once I get to the top, I'll just pull out my spyglass and do a quick scan.
No, I mean like the wood and stuff.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll investigate the damage of my crow's nest.
Okay. Just a quick glance, it seems to be okay. Just roll me a perception check for on the way down.
Nat 1.
Everything looks just fine.
All good, Miss Alara.
Thank you, Sonny.
Anytime.
All right, then. Looks like we're ready to hoist anchor and be off. Where's Archie at? Probably about this time is when Aegis and Archie start hoisting a cannon on top of the deck. Oh my. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, Aegis, give me another strength or athletics check, please.
Yep. Oof, that's not good.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm helping him. He should get advantage.
Yay,
several
advantage.
people are probably helping you, so yeah, you can roll again.
Not a nat 1. Not much better.
Slightly better.
Oh, wait a second. Never mind. I was trying to remember what my aura specifically did, but it's just for saving throws, so it doesn't apply here.
It does not apply here. Yeah. But that is just enough. It wasn't too high a DC to get that up there. It just takes you guys quite a few minutes, and the organics are very tired. And you would be tired if you could be.
What is this exhaustion that you speak of? I'm not familiar with this.
Your bones don't ache, your muscles don't ache, you don't get headaches.
No, I just go.
Oh,
Well, he can take psychic
Cool.
damage.
I guess
I
that'd be
mean-
similar to a headache.
I mean, I guess pondering the cosmos would do that to any of us, but you know, here we are.
Archie, what have you brought us?
Well, they shot this anti-magic cannon at the ship, which is what disabled a whole bunch of our stuff. And that kind of bothered Crest, so I figured if we had one, then we could like counteract other ones in the future. And also, perchance, use it to mess up other boats.
Not a bad plan.
You hear from across the deck. It also took out the barrier. I did that.
Good job, Zeth. All right, Arch. Let's put it on the back here, I guess, for now, and we'll find out where Captain wants to set it permanently, or wherever you're. I don't know. Were you in the front or back?
I would imagine the front, kind of in the same way that they had it.
We'll just leave it there then, and I think it's about time to hoist anchor, don't you?
That works for me.
All right then. All right, men, to your stations. Anchors away.
Archie starts walking, or not Archie. Sonny starts walking up the ladder to his crow's nest.
Archie is going to stand by on the helm with Crest at his side.
Archie, did you
Yes.
hit a dragon?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know. He just kind of showed up, and it's definitely Crest. That part I am absolutely certain of. The rest of it, I have no clue. I'm about as useful as the planks on the ship we're about to scuttle. But yeah.
She reaches her hand out to him. I mean, it's Crest, the elemental in the ship.
Well, I guess a part of him. But yeah.
By the gods, never heard of anything like this.
You know, this is really new territory for both of us. I'm not really sure, but I guess he can eat now, so that's pretty cool.
Great, another mouth to feed.
I just imagine he does like a little purring thing as she reaches out to pet him.
Awesome. Yeah, I was going to ask if he would how he responds. She'll take like a little piece of jerky out of her pocket and toss it to him.
He happily gobbles.
Well, welcome to the crew, I guess. Again.
It gives like this grumbly bark.
Well, as long as
Archie is just nonchalantly just turns around and gets back on the helm.
calm as ever, I see.
Is what it is.
All right then. We're got any plans for Stormreach?
I imagine it'd be nice to go out into town, pick up some supplies, maybe see if there's something I can do to upgrade my pistol. Maybe it was getting kind of annoying, the limitations that it had on the ranged aspect there. Maybe getting something bigger or that could shoot further would be cool. I guess I might see if there's a blacksmith that could do some barding for Crest. See if I can get him a little bit of armor, maybe a saddle for as he gets bigger. But
Just a few plans then. But why don't you ask the captain about your gun?
well, he's got a whole ship to take care of, including the engine that currently has my elemental bound in it. I really don't want to add anything to his plate. I can ask him, though.
About that time, Zeth happens to be walking by and hearing the conversation. Oh, I might be able to help with that. Maybe not the gun, but I tend to make my own bows from time to time. My mom passed that skill down to me. This one's handmade, and he'll unsling his bow and hand it over to you. It's not the best, but I'm getting better. I could train you if you're interested in something a little longer range.
It would certainly be a good skill to have. I learned how to string up bows a while ago, but I think honestly, being out on the sea for so long has really taken that ability from me. It'd be good to learn.
Yeah. And maybe if we have time between now and Storm Reach, with the ship and the state that it's in, we'll see.
All right. So you guys make it to Storm Reach
Does there magic?
by nightfall, or like by dusk. If there's anything you want to do on the way there, we can now.
Archie would like to approach Xandros and the professor.
Okay. She's definitely in her cabin. Xandros, would you be with her?
Probably.
Okay. So you knock on the cabin.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah. Yes. Come in.
Hi, Professor Xandros. I had a question for you guys.
Oh.
Yes.
How can
I have
we
a
help?
piece of a map here that I acquired in my travels. It's only half of it. I was told over and over again that there was absolutely nothing to it, but I figured you having a background in the more historical studies that it might be something worth you taking a look at.
Oh. Why not? Couldn't hurt.
You will hand it over.
Ooh. Oh. I see. Oh. She takes it and studies it intently for a second. Hang on a minute. These runes look like... And then she'll walk over to her desk, open the drawer and pull something out. Her back is to you at this point, so you can't really see what she's doing. Xandros, you're probably off to the side. You can see what she has pulled out. And she begins comparing.
Yeah, I can take a guess at what she's looking at.
Yeah. I wondered why I was unable to read these certain runes. It appears to be a cipher. Maybe you need all of these and more of this map.
That would make sense with the rest of the artifact being in pieces.
Yes. Very interesting. I had no idea. Now that I think about it, there was a useless map auctioned off with the shard from the very first owner, but no one was able to figure out where it led, and it was passed to different collectors and then lost. There was also a rumor that if the current owner was killed, the person who killed them to take the map could not read it. Must have been cursed to have. It must have been cursed to have people try to kill for it. How did you come by this, my boy?
My previous ship, before this one, the Storm's Edge, I was effectively the first mate. I was a navigator for them as well, but the captain really took me under his wing. And when we had discovered this map, it really seemed like nothing. He thought it was nothing, but one of the other crew members decided that it was valuable enough to mutiny over. This half was given to me before I was lost to the sea, and I honestly don't know what came of the rest of it.
So he tried to take it from your captain?
He did.
And I wonder if he can read his half, that is.
You cut out there, Derek.
I said I wonder if he can read his half.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know if he could read at all, but it certainly seemed important enough they were willing to kill over it.
It'd be quite foolish to kill for something you can't read. But I see your point. Anyways, this is very interesting indeed. Are you keen on finding the other half?
I would certainly like to.
And have you had any leads since it was separated?
Nothing as of yet. It's something that I've been keeping an ear out for, but nothing really has come to pass on any of the further information.
Well, I'll certainly keep my ear out. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't heard anything about a map by itself at this point, but...
If you hear anything about a man named Varric, he'll have the other half.
Varric.
And our ship was called the Storm's Edge.
I haven't heard of that, but there was a new ship making waves in the Hazar Principles maybe about 2 years ago it showed up.
That would be the right time frame.
Maybe this Varric has taken a new name and renamed your ship.
Definitely could have.
People willing to kill over a treasure map are very likely to turn to a life of piracy. I wouldn't put it past him. Well, anyway.
Neither would I.
Perhaps you can use that to maybe glean some more information.
I'll definitely keep an ear out while we're in Stormreach.
Well, seeing as you're motivated, I think we can tell him, Xandros.
He was the first to move through the fenders when we were attacked. He seems decent.
Alright then. We've chartered this ship because we're on an expedition to find or to where this artifact, and she shows you a black shard, is leading us. It's taken us to the heart of the jungle in Zendrick. We believe it's leading us to another similar artifact. And I think, having seen your map, that it will also have a map with it that would probably connect to this one that you have.
Well, that definitely seems awfully convenient. Is there any information I should be on the lookout for when we get to town?
Well, we're gonna need a guide. And the only clue I have to go on is the Silver Falls. That's what we're looking for.
Well, if you guys have that part handled, I'll spend some extra time and some extra gold making sure we have provisions enough to survive a journey through.
Okay.
You guys hear a floorboard creak super loudly from outside in the hall. And then silence. And then another floorboard creak. And then silence. And then a floorboard break. Followed by an elvish exclamation.
Archie's calm demeanor goes to one of anger as he can feel in his bones that somebody has damaged his ship. I don't know who's out there, but you've got exactly 4 seconds before I start shooting through the door and finding out.
It started panicking. You hear panic outside the door. Sounds like someone's trying to put the floor back together. Room service.
Oh dear Lord.
Professor Sandros, excuse me for just one moment. Sword unsheathed, walks up to the door. It flies open.
Zeta's standing there with his foot stuck in the floor.
Yeah.
Now, I know we've been over this, and you seem like a kind of cool guy. So, we'll be civil. What are you doing? Eavesdropping on some good folks having a conversation, and also, how many times do I have to tell you not to mess with my boat?
Seth's gonna slowly look down at his foot that's still stuck. I think the boat picked this fight with me. I think it's revenge for the earlier incident. If I'm being completely honest, which is well deserved. Still need to find tools to fix that one, and this one. I'll add it to the list. His voice is gonna get low. I was just wondering why they would go to all this trouble for them.
Could you be a little bit more specific? They paid us for a job. We're doing the job.
No. Why the pirates would go to that much trouble to set up an ambush specifically for them? Something weird's going on.
I suppose that's a good enough question. Xandros, do you know why they were looking for you?
You have been included now into this discussion, but our friend here is not yet. Aegis, where are you, Aegis? we have a room service man that needs to be removed from this area.
Yeah, I could actually use a little help when he's gonna try to tug his leg out of the floorboard, but it's not gonna budge.
He just goes up and puts his arms around Zeth, not in a menacing way, but kind of like a friendly hug type of thing. Just picks him up, yanks him out of the floor, and carries him away.
Zeth goes very much intimidated, but somehow warm inside.
I give you a little pat on the head as I'm carrying you away. There.
Zeth, roll me a perception check.
Good
Nothing
heavens.
escaped my eye.
What was it?
26.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to beat my sleight of hand, which was 5. So at some point in that exchange, you see the professor like frantically trying to hide a black object in the shape of a shard, or not a shard, an obelisk. But it's like, maybe 8 inches long. She does not do a very good job of it. She looks very caught off guard.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what she does with her things is up to her.
Nathaniel.
All right, I'm just gonna tuck that away in my memory.
So, Archie, where were we?
Why were the goblins looking for you?
It is likely because of that shard. It is worth a lot of money.
But, I'm not sure how they would have known where we were going, or where we would be.
Is there a chance that they're able to track the obelisk?
Well, there shouldn't be. Although, I haven't tried scrying it. But I doubt anyone... Well, maybe someone tipped him off or paid him, but... I guess I could try and scry it real quick and tell you.
I think that might be a good option.
Hold, please. Xandros, do you have anything that keeps someone from scrying you?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No, not at the moment.
Whoops. Okay, let me just find scrying real quick, sorry. So I had that prepared.
I'm sure many people scry on me for how beautiful I am.
Don't gloat, it's not a good look. Alright, you hold this. I'm gonna go in the next room over and see if it works.
Okay.
Let's see, so it says...
Watch out for the hole in the floor.
Well, it would be... They would have to scry a person. I don't think you can scry an object.
Pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I thought it's a person, but if you have an object they possess, isn't that kind of how it goes?
Yeah, the connection is a possession or garment of theirs. They lose a they have a minus to the save.
Well, there were some friends we had a scuffle with before boarding of the vessel. So it is possible that they saw us and would be able to scry on us.
Very true. Alright, let me check. Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If only I was close by.
18.
Okay. Well, I think she was. I was targeting Zan, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. Even with your +5, you still, I still broke through. So, she comes back in the room. Yeah, I definitely succeeded on that one. They don't necessarily have to track the object, but we were not very discreet when we were in Shan. So, anyone who has seen us could have easily performed and can perform this spell could have easily found us.
Yes, and I do believe our little bidding war drew a bit of attention.
Just a bit. I mean, we were shot at not long after that, for heaven's sake, so we best pick up some anti-scrying magics when we get to town. But at any rate, hopefully that is the way that we were discovered and not some kind of mole on the ship or something.
That room service fellow seems to keep trying to make himself suspicious.
Yeah, but we already checked him out, and I think he's just a little bit clumsy, that's all. But, maybe we can have someone get him to tell us the truth, just to be sure. Well, if you would be so kind as to help us look for a guide when we get to the city.
I'll keep my eyes out.
We also may need a party to go with us into the jungle. So, if you two wanna vet out the crew members and see who we should take.
Well, Zeth may not be the most present crew member, but he did prove strikingly useful in a fight. And having somebody with the ability to turn into an animal could be extremely beneficial in Sonny's case.
Ooh, it definitely would fare well in a jungle, I'd say. Druids are most useful.
I don't actually know what's up with Zach. I know he's not going to be here. Is he just staying on the ship? Are we?
Yeah, I think he'll be on the ship through the next 4, which I think is good.
Oh,
so
no,
yeah.
he's only gone for this session and one other, right? 2 sessions?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
gone for
but that's, you know what I mean.
I'm tracking.
All right, that's settled then. We will. All right. If you'd like to ask them, I'll leave that to you two. I have some more studying to do. Do you mind if I hold on to this map?
Yes, but please keep it safe. It's very important to me.
Not to worry. And she is going to just start moving around the room trying to prepare some stuff. As in whatever that spell is that keeps people from scrying you.
Mm-hmm.
What is that spell?
For audience members who don't know, the new rules for D&D, the 1 D&D stuff / the 2024 D&D stuff, whatever they're calling it now, just dropped. And so in an attempt to keep up with trends, some of us changed over to the new rules. We're looking at the new rules for spells. There may be some changes and adjustments in what we know and what we do.
Is it non-detection?
It might be. I'm gonna look it up right now. You go talk to your crewmates.
Xandros, do you want to handle the recruitment or should I?
I can go investigate other people.
Outstanding.
So I will. I'll go look for where Aegis took Zeth.
Zeth is probably back in the kitchens at this point.
Yeah, if Aegis took you back to the kitchen, then I'd be walking back to the same quarters.
He just dropped me off in the hallway. I made my way back to the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, then I'd go back to where Xandros was at.
Aegis, do you know where that room service boy went?
He's likely back in the kitchen now, so that'd be the best place to find him.
We are going to. We've roped in Archie on our items, and we are now forming our expedition group. We have decided on Zeth, the room service boy, and the turtle.
Ooh, the turtle's a strong one. I like him. Are you sure you want to bring Zeth?
It is best to keep the untrustworthy ones close. That way you can
Fair
keep
enough.
an eye on them.
Fair enough. Want me to come with you, or what would you like me to
Yes,
do?
yes, come with. In case you need to crease his J's.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even understand what you said, I'll be honest, but
What did you say?
I said come with in case you need to crease his J's. Alright, so I guess we'll head over to the kitchen. I'm gonna like knock on the door to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
You hear from inside. Zeth, please get the door.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm just gonna crack it open, peek out, see that it's not Archie here to curb stomp me into the lower decks of the ship. Oh, room service, right. And he goes and picks up the platter. It may be a little cold.
Not right now.
Oh,
I wish to talk to you for a moment.
oh. Can you spare me for just a moment? I'll be right back. Sorry. The guests are requesting me.
Please hurry.
All right. He steps outside and closes the door. All right, we've got about 60 seconds before he burns the eggs.
We are putting together a small group for
I heard that.
for a brief expedition after we find a guide in Stormreach. To make up for your rudeness of eavesdropping on us, you will be coming with us.
No choice, huh?
I'm going to place, kind of lean back against the wall, kind of nonchalantly, and place, start to slip and then catch myself. Place rest one of my hands on the hilt of my sword, not like menacingly, but just like out of comfort. With my hands connected to my sword, I'm gonna say, "And what do you think about this expedition?" Out loud in conversation to the two of them, but also to our third party member.
Hmm?
Third party member? Are you talking about me?
No. I'm not talking to either of you. I mean, I'm talking to both of you, but I'm also talking to someone else.
Mm-hmm. It vibrates in approval.
Is that still waiting for an answer from the two of you?
Ah, so he is both clumsy and insane. Good.
Oh no, I was framing it as a. I'm talking directly to you, but I'm also phrasing my words in a way that I can also talk to someone else while looking directly at you and posing the conversation as a conversation directly to the two of you.
I think this expedition will be a great boon.
And still, what do you think about that black artifact?
You saw that, did you?
I happen to notice things.
It is a piece of history. A part of a puzzle. We are going to find the rest of the puzzle.
Derek, any response?
No.
Gotcha. Huh, well, sounds fun. Just so happens that I don't have any specific direction once I get into Zendrick, so I'd be honored to accompany you as far as I'm able.
Excellent. I think I can smell the eggs burning. You should get back in there.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just send word when you're ready for room service. Thank you. Okay, bye. Just disappear.
Dinner is at dusk.
He crack open. He said dinner is at dusk. And as he as the door creaks open again, as Zeth whispers that to you, the like black smoke pours out.
Oh dear.
I'll make you something special. Close the door.
Did you see how unsanitary it was in there?
Did you say unsanitary or insanity? Either way, both. Check out.
Yes. Alright, I believe our other turtle is in the crow's nest. We will probably wait for him to come down. At least scrap that. I will go up there. So I guess I'll go onto the deck. And I'm going to...
Would you like a toss?
No, I can just fly up. I'm going to use the elemental gift flight to grant myself 30-foot fly speed for the next 10 minutes. Underneath his feet, two little like circles of water go up, and he just slowly starts floating up towards the crow's nest.
That's cool. Is that a new ability from the?
No, that's an old one.
Huh.
Just lay down, buddy. I wasn't muted. Sorry, I'm yelling at my dog.
No, that's for my subclass. I believe it's the 6th level feature.
Cool.
Nobody. Lay down, bird.
So I float up to Sunny. Hello, turtle. What's your name?
You startled me there. Oh, my name's Sunny. And your Aegis, right?
No, that is my companion. I am Xandros Alizatha Loren.
Oh boy, that's a long name. Can I just call you Z?
It will suffice.
What can I do for you?
I'm currently gathering a small crew to go on a expedition once we make landfall. Once we hit the city, we're going to find a guide to go into the jungle, and we thought your capabilities to turn into animals would prove useful.
Interesting. What are you going into the jungle for?
It is a historical expedition, looking for artifacts of past times.
What kind of artifact are you looking for?
We currently have a small piece of a puzzle, and we are looking to collect the other pieces of that. Although we are currently missing a few pieces of a map.
What do you call this puzzle? Maybe I've heard of it and can assist even more.
I think we will have that discussion once we have the group all together.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, I'm totally game.
That is excellent news.
Derek, can I do a like a insight or a history, like to see if I need to go or if there's any of like my business in that area?
Oh, you. So your talisman isn't telling you anything right now. But you know that once you make landfall, you feel like it'll give you a direction.
Okay. Oh, but yes, Zandros, I'd be glad to come and accompany you guys.
Excellent. Then we will meet upon the deck once we reach Stormreach. And begin our search for a guide.
I'll see you then. Otherwise, good day, sir.
Good day. And he will slowly descend back down to the deck. Alright, Aegis. I believe that are the other two members that we decided on.
Awesome job. Sounds like we're ready for the expedition.
Let us go back to our quarters.
And Derek, whenever I get a chance, I'll inform Alara that I'll be accompanying them, or that they asked me to accompany them and get her permission since she's technically my boss temporarily.
Okay. That sounds like fun. Technically, when we're in port, your time is your own, unless you are desperately needed, but usually John will take care of, well, not usually, but now, John will take care of the acquiring of the groceries, so I don't think you'll be needed much. So sure, go ahead. Captain will let us know when we are about to take off at some point, so we'll try to figure out what to do about that part when we land.
Right. Seeing as Zendrick was my destination, I know I left our captain with some debts that I should repay. Not really sure how to work that one out. If I should stay with you longer, or
I'm sure we'll
I guess that would be
figure
the
it
right
out.
thing to do.
Like I said, he'll probably just have you go acquire some items for him to build the machines and then kick you out of his shop. He doesn't much like people getting in his way.
Yeah, right. If at all possible, if you happen to get a list of parts from him, I'll do that as soon as I'm in port.
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. It was nice having you aboard, Seth.
Thank you, Miss Alara. It was my pleasure.
May the wind be in your sails.
And may the ancestors guide you. Okay, I think I smell. I gotta go.
Please do. As you're walking back, you hear in your head, sorry, I wasn't quite sure if they'd hear me if I interjected or not.
I don't think so. I think by now, if people could hear you, they would have freaked out already. I think you're safe. But something subtle is a decent response. However, vibrating feels a little weird. If you could figure out something else besides that, that would be preferable. Not trying to be picky, it's just an odd sensation.
Well, anything more
And also,
obvious
I'm
and
worried
someone
that they
would
would-
notice.
I'm afraid that they would notice the vibration.
Well, then I shall remain quiet. Anyways,
We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it.
I saw the thing through your eyes that the woman was holding. I believe it is
Right.
it has triggered a memory from my time. That object is very, very old. Like time of the giants old.
Oh,
I believe I told you I wasn't sure why I needed to get to Zendrick when we first partnered up. But I haven't seen anything from my time in a long time and think this might be at least the first clue that we could have as to why. So if you were asking if you should go on the expedition, do it.
and then I shall. Thank you. I won't let you down.
Just don't die.
I don't plan to, if that's any comfort.
No one plans these things. It means be careful.
Okay, I probably need to get back to the kitchens, otherwise we may actually die.
You didn't stop walking. You can walk and think.
Kenny, though.
Ouch.
Last time he did that, he fell through one of my floorboards.
Okay. Well, I think this is actually, honestly, a perfect time to take a break. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the next session as we continue Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign.